Hi, my name's Alysha Scarlett. Good um, evening if you're in my time zone, or mountain, that would work. Actually, anywhere in the United States right now, you're good for the evening. Good, whatever time of day to you if you're elsewhere. I am here to preview a Medium content piece I wrote. This is my 57th preview. I've written more. I've written on Medium for 8 years. Started being a journalist 14 years ago, but I started doing this in the late fall. So the headline is Trump's DHS claimed ICE agents didn't try to enter Dodger Stadium. I was there. They looked like ICE agents. The subhead is, and the Dodgers and reporters said the agents were ICE agents. I'm also going to, let me first say, if you would like to read more, you can go to Google Alysha Scarlett Medium and click on my Medium author page, and that's as of 10:34 p.m. June 25th, Wednesday Pacific time. It is the top article on that profile. I also would like to go into this article a little bit more here, and then also branch off into some other topics too. So I'm going to read a little more the extended lead I'm going to read. It says the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, a Trump administration agency, claimed that ICE agents didn't try to get onto Dodger Stadium grounds. I was there. It seems clear they did. The agents look similar to agents who raided Los Angeles to detain immigrants. And I live in Los Angeles, and so I actually have been on the border of a curfew zone, and so I'm familiar with the ICE agents, and then of course you can see pictures online. But they looked at similar to agents who raided Los Angeles to detain immigrants, which are ICE agents. Also, the Los Angeles Dodgers said the agents were from ICE. Further, media, including but certainly not limited to NBC News, the Los Angeles Times, and the Associated Press, reported that the agents were from ICE. And so, um, it seems clear, and unfortunately, there was some media that reported just based off of what DHS claimed. A problem with that too, though, is that they were saying that there was just vehicles from another agency that were parked there, but then the people these agents were there until the afternoon. That means I saw them right out shortly after 8 o'clock, so 8 a.m. So Pacific. So that means that they would have just been hanging out all day, and it's like, why? I doubt that they would just spend work hours, if they were there, let's say 2:30 is the afternoon, that's going to be 6.5 hours of just sitting in the parking lot, supposedly at work. What's the point of that, right? But more importantly is they did look like ICE agents. Now, ICE agents are masked, they're wearing dark sunglasses, and they are not clearly identified, especially not specifically identified. So we can't know, but for sure. But they look exactly like these other ICE agents who've done the detainings of the immigrants. And I will, I'm hesitant to say this in the video because I don't want to make it seem like I am into theories. I hate theories. There's so much info that you can just know for sure. So I don't like theories when it comes to, news and public affairs. But let me say this. I really don't. This is the first content piece I think I've ever speculated, including writing back to 14 years, I think. I might have done it a couple of times in the late 2010s, but I think that's the case. But I'm wondering if the reason why they're masked, I mean, what does seem clear is that Trump doesn't want. There's a reason why he has them be so ambiguous. I'm wondering if he hired loyalists to him to carry this out. People who just are all about him, will support him, do whatever he asks. And then, I mean, look, even half of the Republicans are supportive of him for bombing Iran. There's, plenty of issues with that. From him claiming that he wanted, to not engage in the Middle East, to the fact that that's engaging in a conflict that's gone on for more than a millennia. But I'll bring it back in. So I'm wondering, he has loyal followers who like to mix it up and really probably want to. And we saw him mix it up on January 6, 2021, when they tried to stop the presidential election results. So I wonder if he has hired loyalists who are just pining to, get some action, but in a different way than that term is usually used. Whatever the case, it seems clear that there's a motive that's not the most, that's not the most noble, and certainly the ICE agents who've been detaining immigrants looked like the ICE agents. It's the Dodger Stadium trying to get in there. You have dark sunglasses, urban mask covers so you can't tell what their face is, and then street clothing-ish, and it's almost like a non-uniform uniform. So I just feel really lucky that I actually happened to be there. I'm a journalist, and so I've wanted to seek out some of these things in Los Angeles, but then I was like, I'm clearly a transgender woman. It's probably not the smartest thing to do, since I'm one of two demographics being targeted by Trump. And I was lucky because I was able to see it, but also able to be in a car. And and by the way, I just want to speak to. I'm just giving you a little bit of what's further down on the content piece, but this claim that there was a claim also made from a Trump employee who's happened to write, who is in DC, who was talking about how these have been done before, or somebody who's officially with the White House, right? Who said that this has been done before the raids. No, I get rides past Dodger Stadium. I'm staying across the road from Dodger Stadium, and I get rides almost every morning past Dodger Stadium when I go further into downtown Los Angeles. Well, into not downtown Los Angeles. I'm on just right outside of it. I've never seen this, and I've only been where I'm at currently a couple months, but there's a lot. I believe there's a lot of people online who are saying, like, there's never been anything like this at Dodger Stadium before. And I've been taken in like the week since, 6 days since, I've been taken past Dodger Stadium again. There's nothing like that. So I think it's just, I'm telling you more of the content piece, which is, I frankly don't want to do because I put in this effort to write it, but there's a strong Latin American Dodger fan base, and I think, like with when they've gone into chapels, unfortunately, which I think is a violation of religious freedom of religion in the First Amendment. But when ICE agents have gone into chapels, right? And it's like they're seeking out even these places that are spiritual places for people, whether it be Dodger Stadium or whether it be a chapel, which is also religious. It's like they don't care. They're not. it's like with other things that Trump or people working for him has done. Like they don't seem to care sometimes about what the Constitution protects people to be able to do, and so I think they don't care because they can find a lot of immigrants in the same spot at the same time. Uh, but there's across the line, the Dodgers. Um, it's private property, so that so they have the right to do that. But I'm so glad that they did because they haven't had a great track record with Latin Americans. Like the franchise this month, they didn't want the singer Neza to sing the national anthem, the American one in Spanish. We're not talking about she didn't want to sing a different country's anthem. She just wanted to sing the American one in Spanish. And then I'm totally fine with that. Like, right? Like, I actually think it's a cool idea. Like, what if we did sing the national anthem in other languages before sporting events and other events? Like, that's kind of cool, especially since America's a melting pot. There's a variety of languages spoken here. That's pretty neat. And Spanish is, I think, the second most spoken language in the United States. So that's, I think when people move here, they should learn English. If they don't know it already. If I go to another country, probably will, I expect to learn that language if I need to. If English isn't already a commonly spoken language there. Like even the primary. Even if it's secondary and I could get by, if it's not primary, I expect to learn that language. But it's cool. So we're singing the national anthem still. That's the bottom line for me. But also, and this was a major bummer to learn because I was like, oh, Dodger Stadium. Baseball's boring as hell, but Dodger Stadium is an iconic landmark in the U.S., right? But 3 Mexican-American neighborhoods were destroyed to enable the construction of Dodger Stadium. So the Dodgers don't have this great track record with some of their most loyal fans. I would wonder if you just averaged it out, if the most passion per person for the Dodgers is a Latin American man. But they pledged $1 million in support of immigrants after this incident happened at Dodger Stadium. So that's a couple of things to say, and they have a long way to go if they want to, account for history, issues in its history, and truly be fair to these loyal fans. That I think is going to do it. Thank you for your time. I very, very much appreciate it. And again, if you're to Google Alysha Scarlet Media and go to the author page, you can find the article there. Thank you so much.